Hey friends, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to show you how to make some really cute rosettes inspired by Crepe Paper's Heart Day collection. So I got this from Tuesday morning and I was really excited because it's a really cute embellishment set. Comes with little wood buttons, little acrylic hearts, and then these cute little embellishments that I was really inspired to recreate. So we're going to be working on this little medallion, and then in the next two episodes or videos, I'm going to show you how to make these two, and they're super simple. So we're going to use this one, and I'm not going to be using like a rosette die. I'm going to be using the good old oh my gosh, I forgot the word, scoring board. I'm going to be using the scoring board, and then some scissors, and you could, even if you don't have a scoring board, you could just accordion fold, so in case you don't have this tool. Although I highly recommend that you get a scoring tool or scoring board because it's just so helpful for many different projects. So we're going to be using that, and I'm going to show you some that I've already made. So here they are. I'll show you the package again in comparison, and if you hear noises in the background, I apologize. There's kids playing outside. So here's the comparison. Sorry if you see a glare. So the color of the pink that I have matches perfectly with the pink from the packaging. And then I used some of the Lala Love stickers or thickers for the hearts in the center. So we're just gonna go ahead and get started. Let me go over the tools once more. So again, a scoring board, a cutting board, some hot glue, and then a circle punch or a circle die. I'm gonna be using a die, some scissors, a little thing for the center, which I'm going to be using these hearts from American Crafts, which are perfect because they're kind of like that same kind of like wonky little heart. And then you're going to need a sheet of 8x11 paper. I'm going to be using this one. This comes in a packet from Michaels. And then some like decorative paper so you can make the flags. And I'm just using my scraps. So that's what's awesome about these embellishments, is I just use my scraps for larger projects. And this is just a leftover from summer, and I thought it would be really cute. The colors look really well together. I love the mint with the pink. So we're just gonna go ahead and get started. So if you've been subscribed to me for a while, you probably remember that I always would apologize about my board. It was really dirty, it had like sticky residue. I finally got around to cleaning a lot of my tools, and it looks pretty much new again. I mean, it's not brand new, but I think it looks way better compared to how it was. So I am definitely happy that I got around to cleaning my tools. So instead of cutting the strips first, we're gonna go ahead and score this, because then you can just go ahead and cut the strips to size and you don't have to score this like itty bitty strip. So we're just gonna start by scoring this, and I score it at every 1/4. So 1/4, so let me show you here in this first inch. So it's gonna be every 1/4 inch. So 1/4, half, 3/4, 1 inch, and you're gonna keep doing this all the way across. Okay, so once you scored all your paper, it's gonna look like this, and you can see why I said it's better to just go ahead and score it all together versus cutting little strips. So you're gonna see at the end, you're gonna have one that doesn't complete. You're gonna go ahead and cut that entire part. So when you're scoring at the 3/4, so 10 3/4, you're gonna go ahead and cut that. So not this one, but this whole one right here, because you don't need that, and you're gonna see that when it meets together, it all works out. So just go ahead and cut that strip off. You can use scissors or you can use your cutting board. So there we go. Now we can put our scoring board away. We don't need it anymore. So you can see why having a scoring board would make things so much easier, because doing this manually would be really hard, almost near impossible. Possible, but really difficult. So now we're just gonna go ahead and get our cutting board. Okay, so you're gonna get your cutting board, and we're gonna go ahead and cut this at 1 inch strips. So for mine, my board has like a 1 inch over here, so that's perfect. So you're gonna cut them into 1 inch strips. Like so. Once you have your 1-inch strips all cut, you're just gonna go ahead and fold these all together. So I'll fold these all off camera and then I'll be right back. Woo, that took a while. So make sure when you're folding these, you're doing something like watching a YouTube video or watching a movie or something. That way, you know, because it does take a long time, trust me. My hands are tired from folding all these. From one sheet of paper, I was able to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different rosettes. So they're all folded, and you don't need to connect these, like, you know, put two together or something. One is enough to make one whole rosette. So we're just gonna go ahead and glue these together. I'm gonna be using some liquid glue to adhere these together. Let me go grab that and I can show you. Okay, so you're just gonna use some liquid glue and you're gonna place it on one of the ends of the rosette and make sure it's not too much. And you're gonna adhere the two ends together. Had you left that other little edge that I told you to cut off, this would not match perfectly. So now it adheres there, and it's just one cohesive rosette. For some reason I could not say that. Adheres there. Sometimes, you know, this accent, a mix of Spanish and sometimes Southern, growing up in the country, Valley Center, that's what I call the country. Southern California, just a weird accent sometimes. So you adhere this together and you're gonna let that dry. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that for the rest of these and we'll come back. Okay, so now these are all dried, and while they were drying, I went ahead and cut out the little circles with my die cut. Again, you can punch these out yourself, and I just made sure that they're approximately about the size that would match with this. Like, you want a good, I don't know, what is that, like 1/4 of an inch to show. I'm not good at guesstimating, guys. But you don't want it to be too big. You know, you want to be able to see your beautiful little rosette in the back. So we're gonna go ahead and glue these together. I put down my Heidi Swapp silicone mat, so this is perfect with hot glue. It'll just peel right off. So what I do is I kind of just push it in like that. I squeeze some hot glue in there and I kind of let it kind of go towards the bottom and then just push. So some of it kind of leaks to the other side, which is absolutely fine. It'll make it secure. Just make sure to not burn your fingers. Once this kind of cools a little bit, I start kind of just taking it off. Like, I don't want that big glob on there. So again, you do not want to burn your fingers. You want to make sure it's cool enough. Then yeah, you're gonna end up with this hot glue on your fingers. Just peel it off. That's really easy to do. And then you're gonna give this about a minute, not a minute, a little bit to just let it dry, a couple seconds. And you can see that the glue is here on the other side. It's really secure. And you're gonna top it off with the little circle. Just add some hot glue. And you're gonna place your circle in the center. And you're gonna pick out the little center, which again, I'm using these stickers from American Crafts. And these peel really easily, so if you want, you can go in with some glue to ensure that it won't peel off. Just a little bit's fine. So go right in the center. And I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of these off camera, and we'll come back and add the little flags or the little banner part down here. Okay, so I went ahead and glued these all down. So you see the backs, you can see the glues just coming out a little bit. That helps with keeping it all together. And then I place the circles all on top and the cute little sticker. Again, here's a comparison of the heart day, and I think we did a pretty good job here. They look really good, definitely like them. And now that you have all these set, we're gonna create the little flags down here, the little ribbon part. And the way I do that is I eyeball it, but I'll give you the measurements. You know, I create like a little stencil, and I went ahead and traced these all down here so I can cut them out. But I'll give you the measurements so that way you have it and you can make your own. So the length of this is 2 inches. So from here, from the skinny part all the way to the longer part, or the thicker part down here, is 2 inches. The longer part, the width of this is 1.5 inches. Let me make sure. Hold on. Sorry. It's 3/4 inch. So this is 3/4 inch, this is 2 inches, and then this one here is 1/4 inch. So 1/4 inch, 3/4 inch, and then 2 inches long. And that should help you out. Again, I just kind of eyeball it and then just create a stencil. So once you're happy with the stencil that you've created, you can go and copy it onto your paper with some pencil on the back of it so you don't see it, and then cut them out. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut them out, and we'll move on to gluing them all together. Okay, so now I went ahead and cut out all my little flags, my little banners, and we're gonna put them together. And if you can look at the example from the crepe paper one, you can see that they overlapped it a little bit. So I kind of did that with my example I showed you here, and I think that looks cuter versus you doing them like this. I mean, that would look cute too, but I really like the overlap look. I think that's so much cuter. So we're gonna go ahead and glue these down. I'm just gonna be using hot glue for that, and the way I do that is I attach a little bit of glue to the flag first, my first little one. And then I overlap it. Like so. And then I attach some glue at the top. And we're gonna glue this on the back of our little rosette. And that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of these. And there you have it, the completed rosettes inspired by the Heart Day from crepe paper. And you can see here's the original. And then here are the ones we made together. Super simple to make. Again, the most difficult part is just folding these all together, all the little rosettes. Do that while you're watching a movie, you know, it's mindless. But I think they came out super cute. Make sure you hit the thumbs up if you like this video, subscribe if you haven't, and let me know if you're gonna recreate this. If you do, make sure you tag me on Instagram at catpaperlove. The information is always down in the description. Hope you all have a fantastic day. Bye!